BowTie Sports, yeah, BowTie. We gon' catch it all from the court side. Got the lights, camera, action for the whole night. You name it and we got it at the BowTie. BowTie Sports, yeah, BowTie. We gon' catch it all from the court side. Got the lights, camera, action for the whole night. You name it and we got it at the BowTie. All of the sports, you can catch it at the BowTie. Commentary special with the bird's eye. You can watch it for your favorite like a franchise. Come and get your info from the BowTie. Talk about the plays, it's a rewind. You know that we got it at the BowTie. Running through the specs, Nike Reebok. Touchdowns, three-pointer, whichever you like. All you gotta do is watch, listen to the game plan. Pinning all the stats for the whole squad. Special teams or the starters or even the main man. Yeah, we do interviews at the BowTie. BowTie Sports, yeah, BowTie. We gon' catch it all from the court side. Got the lights, camera, action for the whole night. You name it and we got it at the BowTie. BowTie Sports, yeah, BowTie. We gon' catch it all from the court side. Got the lights, camera, action for the whole night. You name it and we got it at the BowTie.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are tonight's entertainment.
Let's get this show on the road.
All right, good afternoon to our fellow kings and queens, and welcome back to another episode on the BowTie Sports Podcast, where we discuss the week's current and highest trending topics in the sports world. I hope everyone out there is doing well. How are you guys doing today?
I'm doing great. How about yourself?
Not bad, not bad. I got a lot of cleaning done this morning. You know, it's that time of the year, springtime.
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good myself. Just recovering from a 24/7. But I'm here.
From a 24/7.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's and why we are here, you know, we have other stuff that's happening here in the era of what's going on here in December. You want to drop that video?
Ooh, yes. Let's drop it.
Let's drop it.
Hand on the game, we are not playing the same. No, we not looking to change. Hand on the road, they can be lacking the drive. Boy, you should stay in the lane. Come on the pass, I do not care if I crash. As long as I stick to the plan. What is the plan? I cannot lie for none of you. Long as I know who I am, I'm in control. God got his hand on my soul. And if I land and he the remote. Oh yeah, whoa. Look, they can never keep me down, I'm going. And if I ever fail, just know I'll go again. I never quit, cause I know that every loss may lead to another win. I'm going up. I bet when I land, they gon' tell me it's luck again. See that I'm winning, it's harder to watch. I'm setting the stage, you should give me my props. You ain't got a soul, you lacking the spirit. You talk out your neck, I'ma show you I'm with it. I would really hate for you to sit and watch me win again and win again and win again. I know it's probably gonna know me when I'm sitting there. If I ever win again, it's nobody did the minimum, I didn't have to sing a song. Oh, yeah. Please don't play no games with me. It was never about the fame to me. They needed the best, so they came to me. Who the best in this thing? Tell them, yeah, that's me. Tell them who with the fire, say, yeah, that's me. Who make it flip, make it bang, ooh, yeah, that's me. Who make the party feel alive, tell them, yeah, that's me. Whoa. Yeah, ooh, yeah, that's me. Who that chillin' at the top, tell them, yeah, that's me. Yeah. Tell them, yeah, that's me. Yeah, I'm chillin' at the top, ooh, yeah, that's me.
Wow.
Oh boy.
It was great, man. It was a great Great video, great workout by D. Great everything that's got going on with D. What you got to say, D?
Man, that was a lot of fun. Hence, of course, like it all came together because the mastermind behind the camera is you, and your editing. Everything is phenomenal. But that was a fun time. That was a fun time. Anybody watching, Hence is excellent.
Uh,
Photographer, videographer, everything you need, he's got it.
nah, nah, nah. I say you was more excellent. You know, what I mean, she did a good job on the thing. She did a good job. I think she was great at it.
Yeah. So I look forward to doing more of those. That was a lot of fun. I've never recorded my workout before, so that was new, and it was fun.
Yeah, what you think, Dre?
I think the video was it was all D. It was all D. Again, credit to the cameraman, the background man,
Hmm.
the production and whatnot. But y'all both set it off though. As a unit, y'all both did
Hey,
y'all thing. So
hey, Dre got something coming too. We in the live. We create it all, and when it drops, everybody gonna say, "God dang it,
well,
they had it again."
absolutely, it's coming, man. But like again, credit to the staff, man. So yeah, Hence
Mhm.
did his thing, man, guys. If y'all don't know, Hence is probably one of the best to do it in Kansas City, man. And D
What?
is the up and coming trainer to be. Okay, she's an up and coming trainer to be, and our support. And there you
And we
go,
love and we love the hair. We love the
Angela
hair.
Bassett.
Oh yeah, I
Right,
dropped the
Angela
top.
Bassett
I
ain't got
did.
nothing on D. Nah, but for real, but great video, both of y'all guys. Great video, man. I love the body of work. So excellent.
Okay.
Thank you, Dre. Thank you so
Love it, love it, love it.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Well, we have a lot of things to get into today. So we're going to be talking about, of course, the NFL draft that's coming up really soon here, I believe, in the next couple of weeks. We're going to talk about Buda Baker, and then we have Perion Winfrey. And then we got Dre's
Justin
top
Ross.
three. What'd
Yep.
you say?
I said Justin. We got Justin Ross too.
Justin Ross, and then we
Jr.
have
coming.
Dre's. Yeah, Dre, and then we have Dre's top three DBs. So let's go ahead and kick off this episode talking about Justin Ross and how he is a diamond in the rough.
Okay, let's get the show on the road. And a lot of people don't know. They's talking about, what I mean, the Chiefs need wide receivers. They need this, they need that. But we all know, some other media teams out there, some other podcasts out there, some other shows are, discrediting this man before he even get on the field. What I mean? Before you get on the field, the man has talent. The man is, I think, well, he was one of the he was going to be one of the greatest wide receivers that come out of Clemson before he got hurt. What you got to
Yeah.
say about that, Dre?
Well, looking like from where I stand on it is like this is my interpretation on Justin Ross. For one, he came from Clemson, right? He played with Trevor Lawrence, right? Trevor Lawrence about it is probably a top 5 quarterback in this league. Come on now, the body of work. The guy's 6'4", a playmaker, man. He has good hands, but people have to understand he was hurt. He was hurt in his rookie year. And I'm glad Kansas City was able to be patient with him and take their time with him and make sure he's at 100% before they display him. But
Mhm.
again, like what Hens was referring to, man, we can't sit back and act like the Kansas City Chiefs doesn't have weapons because if y'all didn't have weapons and your offense wasn't fluent, y'all wouldn't be number one in the league in offense production last year.
Right.
So I don't see like the big I don't think my bad. I don't think to be honest, like that's a big elephant in the room. Like the elephant in the room is not the offense, it's the defense, the defensive line, man. But by looking at the tape, man, the boy is exceptional. Like I said, he got good height, he got good hands, man. And he could be a dynamic playmaker in this league.
And I can see the Chiefs using him as an ex wide receiver, man. And I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot of see. Everybody get confused about drafted a number one wide receiver, or if he won the second round, first round. It's a lot of undrafted wide receivers that dominated this league year after year. You know what I mean? It's a lot of receivers that even go in the first round that's dominating the league year after year. What you say, Drake?
Well, absolutely. If you're looking at the production, guys, remember these guys have to fit the system they're in. They have to
Mm,
fit the system they're in. And one other way to, let Justin Ross get busy in the West Coast offense under Andy Reid. You see what MVS can do. You see what Juju can do, and Juju is nowhere near as fast as Justin Ross. You know what I'm
mm,
saying? But he's not. He's not. And I'm not gonna say playmaker because Juju Smith is a playmaker, but to the standard of a Justin Ross, no. You know what I'm saying? Andy Reid know how to put these guys together. Remember, he is an offensive guru. He's a genius in what he do. He know how to
mm.
take people and get the most out of them. So when I see this guy right here, I mean, I see a big window for Justin Ross right now, right? And credit to the fact they just signed Watson back, right? And a lot of people forget about the production Watson brought to the offense too. So with that being said, man, I see Justin Ross fitting right on there. He might be an X though, he might be an X, but I see that man coming in well. You know what I'm saying, and giving Kansas City what they need. A great offensive production.
And you see how, and he's just not doing this to any defense. He was doing this to Alabama. You know, what I mean, that's a top tier defenses in college that he was doing this to. But also,
SEC.
also before that, the Chiefs put him on IR last year. He was doing this in practice. You know what I mean? And now he's down there working with Mahomes, getting that one-on-one action with Mahomes, getting that chemistry down. I can see Mahomes banging a drum for him. Like Mahomes said, he said, I can only imagine how good he's going to be because of the talent he possesses. You know what I mean? That's coming from Mahomes' mouth himself. Mahomes said that. You know what I mean? Hey, we will see. You know what I mean? The draft's coming up. You know what I mean? The Chiefs drafted number one wide receiver. Okay, and it is what it is. But at the end of the day, they still have talent.
Mhm.
You're still gonna need depth because people still gonna get hurt. People still, this is a lot of people get hurt. Look at that catch right there. Look at that, man. I'm telling you, man. Hey, we'll see. We'll see.
It's playmaking all around with Kansas City. Scott Moore, Justin Ross, man, you still got MVS. You still got the man Travis Kelsey. So they're not gonna lose a beat. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? They're not gonna miss a step. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna double down, do it again. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, whoever talking about getting a D hop need to go ahead and be quiet, need to chill with all that nonsense because the Chiefs are going younger. If they don't
Mm-hmm.
understand, if they don't see it right now, there's something wrong with them. The Chiefs are
Right.
going younger and cheaper.
Say it
Younger and
again.
cheaper. They're
Say it.
going
Say it
younger
again
and cheaper.
for the man that hear it in the back of the way in the back of the church.
Okay, okay.
Say
Here
it
it is.
again.
They're going younger and cheaper. Should I spell it out? Younger and cheaper.
Sam Paris commented another Super Bowl coming 2024. Absolutely.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
He also
Mhm.
said, "Damn right we not."
Think about it though. Good deal because you don't want to get somebody that's already worn down, right?
Right.
Let the young guys eat. Why
Mhm.
draft people and then don't use them? Does that make
Right.
sense?
Right.
It doesn't make no sense. We drafted you, but we're not gonna use you. We're gonna get a
Right.
Yeah.
veteran to come in and take your spot. And then by the time his contract is up, these guys probably like, I don't want to be in this offense.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So honestly though, for real, I love what Beach is doing. I love what Andy Reid is doing. I'm loving that Justin Ross is down there practicing, not KT, but that's a whole nother story
He
because we
said that's
want
a
to see
whole other
production.
story.
We want to see
Right.
production. We want to see guys out there grinding. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to
Mhm.
see guys behind cars, you know what I'm saying, smiling and going off for potential. All right. We want to see
Yeah.
a body of work.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Well, let's go
what did
ahead and go ahead, Hints.
go ahead, D7. Go ahead. Go ahead. You got it.
I was gonna say, and let's go ahead and move into our next topic. Let's talk about the 17 NFL prospects to attend the 2023 draft in KC.
Oh, let's go ahead and get into it. It's some dogs that's here on this board here. You know what I mean? There's some dogs here on the board. You know what I mean? Who is going to go number one at quarterback? We don't know. You know what I mean? A lot of people saying Bryce Young. A lot of people saying CJ Stroud. A lot of people saying Anthony Richardson. You know what I mean? A lot of people saying Lewis. You know what I mean, Levis. You know what I mean. It. I'm telling you, if you ain't gonna be there, you need to be there here in Kansas City. It's gonna be the one. They said the largest crowd. You know what I mean. The most money Kansas City made in a weekend. $100 million is gonna go throughout the city.
Well,
And
dang,
then you got all the,
$100 million.
yeah, then you got all this stuff that's gonna be going on at the draft. You know, they said the biggest scream that NFL ever put on. You know, that's gonna be down here in Kansas City. If you're gonna be there, man, it's gonna be a great show, man. It's gonna be a great show.
Real quick, yeah. Go
Sam
ahead.
Paris said Bryce Young going number 2 for sure.
Well,
Okay.
Sam, I want to say, man, the issue with Sam going number 2
Sam,
is
I mean Bryce Young.
You mean Bryce?
no. I'm talking about Sam. I'm talking to Sam directly to Sam. I said the thing
Okay.
with Sam, Bryce Young should go number 2. He should, but the way that D'Amico Ryans, he's a defensive minded coach. They might lean to Will Anderson. I know they might lean towards Will. Can I see why? Yes, but do you need a quarterback? I get it, but at the same time, if I'm a defensive minded guy, I'm gonna have to go defense. I'm with you, Sam, on that one. I'm with you. I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go defense. I'm gonna have to go defense. Defense wins games. I'm gonna have to go defense with it.
No, he said Bryce Young going number 2 for sure.
No, I'm telling him that Will Anderson is going number 2 because look at it like this, right? D'Amico Ryan is the head coach, and he's a defensive minded coach, right?
Yeah, because I get what you're saying.
Right. So I'm saying so he's not going. Bryce Young, if he doesn't go to the Texans, I can understand why.
Mhm.
Right. So I get what Sam saying, but nah, I don't think so. I think Bryce Young might be going somewhere else. I think Indianapolis might get him. I
Right.
think Indy might get him.
So you saying that y'all gonna trade, the Cardinals gonna trade down, and the Colts gonna trade up in front of y'all?
You know how it goes.
But again, it does. I'm just surprised all these young men that got invited to be in the green room here in Kansas City,
Mhm.
and I'm also proud. I'm proud for our city to actually get the draft here to be here. You know what I mean? It's gonna be great, man. So what else you say, December?
He said, I understand, but they need a QB bad. I don't think he's passing that boy up. Mm,
I
what you guys
told
think,
you.
Dre?
I told him. I'm saying, but here's it. See, Sam again. You're right because Houston needs a quarterback fast. They do, but right. But look what they picked up last year. They picked up Perry, the strong safety, the strong free safety, right? They got
Mm,
Derek Stingley, right? So think about it. They're building the defense up. They're thinking defense first. They're thinking defense first. They might be trying to get that quarterback from USC next year. Well, this year, they might be playing it. They might go with what they have on offense right now because they still got a strong run game. But at the same time, I'm thinking let's go defense first. Let's build
yeah, I
a
understand.
defense first.
But out of all the quarterbacks, man, the best quarterback is AR-15, Anthony Richardson, from Florida Gators. I think he's the best quarterback out of all of them, man. Bryce Young, he had a defense around him. Actually, CJ Stroud, he had all them receivers around him. But the boy from Georgia, AR-15, had nobody around him, and he was still up there putting up numbers and still putting up scores on the board, man. So I'll say if I'm in need of a quarterback, but I'm not in need of because we have
Right,
Jesus
right.
and God Himself that walks on water,
Shut
Patrick
up.
Mahomes. I ain't gonna say nothing
Shut
about that,
up.
but the thing is, if you need a quarterback, if I'm drafting a quarterback, I'm taking Anthony Richardson. I'm taking Anthony
Yeah.
Richardson off the board.
So you would take you will take a guy. He did play in the SEC, right? I get that. He going to play 1 year in
Mhm.
college, right? He was 17 for 8. QBR was not that high. He made some mistakes, but so you would take him.
Like
You'll
like
take
Sam
him in
said,
first round. You'll take him first
like
round.
Sam said, you can't win if you ain't putting up points on the board.
Well, who need to put up points, but you can stop points.
Well, I feel like that. So everybody,
Y'all,
You know
before
what
we
I'm
move,
saying? Like who need points when you can stop points? You dig what I'm
before
saying?
we move,
So
before we move into the next topic, Dre, out of all this board, out of 17 players, who besides quarterback that you think the best one that's left on the board?
man,
I know what you gonna say.
Will
You
Anderson,
know,
Jalen Carter,
I,
man. I got to go
I,
with. Come on,
I,
man.
I thought you gonna say Witherspoon. I thought you about to say.
I mean, Witherspoon's nice, but it starts up front, man.
Okay. Okay. So what else?
Okay.
Yeah, okay
Let's go
then, man.
ahead and move into the next topic because y'all gonna go back and forth all day about this.
Uh-huh.
Let's go ahead and get into Dan Snyder is to sell the Commanders for $6 billion.
Yeah, some major news out of Washington for the Washington Commanders. At long last, a new owner appears to be on the way. Here is where it stands in an incredibly eventful day for Washington, for the entire area. And as the mayor of D.C. just tweeted right now, let's win. Let me explain what I'm talking about. Sources say that Josh Harris, the Devils and 76ers owner, has reached an agreement with Dan Snyder for Harris and his group, which also includes Magic Johnson, by the way, an agreement for him to buy the Commanders for $6.05 billion. That's $6.05 billion, a record for the NFL, the highest purchase price for a team. Now, first of all, some caveats. This is not exclusive, so theoretically, someone else could come in and bid higher, although they've been going through this for many, many months now. Presumably, all of the best bids are on the table. It is not signed, so it is not final, but assuming all goes well, Josh Harris is, in fact, expected to be the new owner of the Commanders. Now, timing-wise, first of all, this would have to be submitted by Dan Snyder to the NFL. He would have to be officially approved by the NFL and by its owners. That could potentially happen in a May owners meeting in Minnesota. That would also be a big day for the Washington Commanders. The NFL has not commented. The Commanders have not commented, and Josh Harris has also not commented. But sources have said very clearly this is expected to happen, barring some sort of snag. So the day that I think it's safe to say Commanders fans have been waiting for is here.
It's here. You know, Dan Snyder, you know what I mean? All the stuff that was going on with him, all the stuff that was happening around the Washington Redskins, the Washington now, you know, the Commanders, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's Magic Johnson, you know what I mean? He's gonna be up in there. It was time for him to get out of there. A lot of people say he didn't have friends, you know what I mean? Dan Snyder didn't have friends amongst the NFL. And a lot of Washington fans are saying that that's why he left. Because there are a lot of people was talking about they needed a new stadium, and that's why he named the team the Commanders, because they always commending something here in Washington. So that's why he named the Washington Commanders. But the thing is that if he did do something like that, you know, that's allegedly, if he did
Yeah.
say that. But hey, I'll put it like this. That is going to be a big deal for Washington, you know what I mean? Because they've been losing for so many years. You know what I mean? Years after years, I mean decades. You know what I mean? They've been losing. You know, the stadium need to be repaired. It's real bad shape. And they said, hey, we need a new owner. And now they got somebody that's really coming in. What y'all gotta say about that?
Go ahead, D.
I think it's time, especially after everything that's happening. But $6 billion—that's a whole lot of money. Like I'm just surprised that that was the amount that was concluded on. That's a little
Yeah,
shocking.
yeah,
But
go ahead, Jay.
we gotta give credit to Magic Johnson. You gotta give credit to the man Magic, man. He's putting in work and he's setting the tone for us. You know,
Mhm.
even though it's half and half, you know, it's a 50-50. But at the same time, it's
Yeah,
Magic Johnson. It's Magic
Mhm.
Johnson,
I
man. You
was I
know,
was seeing. I'm sitting here. I agree with Sam, and I think people are getting, not people, but in general, I think them, putting Magic Johnson's picture in there. He is right. We do need to see the percentage, and it says here when you read the article from NFL.com about this topic. Harris, who co-owns the NBA's Philadelphia 76ers and
mhm.
NHL's New Jersey Devils, and is currently a minority owner of the Pittsburgh Steelers, is the head of an investment group that includes Maryland businessman and philanthropist Mitchell Rales and NBA legend Magic Johnson. So it's not like Magic is just
just head
steam
and
heading this.
shoulders
Yeah,
above the
yeah,
game. Yeah, yeah, I feel you.
yeah.
But
He's part of
it's
a group.
He's part of a good group, but I'm glad that the fact that
Yeah.
Magic Johnson does got his pinky toe in it.
Yeah, because
You
you
know what I'm saying?
definitely,
So if you look
it's
at
been
it,
a topic
right?
here recent about black
Yeah.
people owning teams and how it's rare. So yeah, let's
But
just hope
why
it's a
did they
it's
sell?
a good percentage.
True, true. But why did
Yeah.
they sell the Commanders? Like, what made them want to sell the Commanders?
Hey, they said there was a lot of stuff going on behind closed doors.
Yeah.
Guys, we had him on, we had it on the show before. Guys was saying that he was trying to pimp out the cheerleaders. He was doing all kind of crazy stuff to the players and the community of Washington, trying to put in bids for to get the stadium repaired. He's not answering none of those questions, and he's not
Yeah.
trying to be a part of the
Build up the
solution.
culture. Build up the
Yeah.
culture, right? Yeah.
And so if you ain't not gonna be a part of the solution, man, and you're gonna just gonna be the problem, then an NFL owner's gonna be like, hey, you making the rest of us look bad, so we're gonna vote you out. So when all 31 teams vote out 31,
Mm.
all 32 or 31 teams vote out that last one, all the fingers are pointing at you and they vote you out, then
Yeah.
it's time for you to go.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
again,
Especially with everything he had going on, it was pretty bad. I mean,
Yeah.
it was bad.
I also seen on the Washington newscast is that it was a black owner that a millionaire in Washington. He used to play for Duke
Hmm.
University. He offered them $7 billion for the Washington Commanders, and that's why this deal is not going all the way through because he's
Mhm.
Dan Snyder's are leaning more towards the black guy that's got 7 billion.
Yeah.
And we already know that probably won't happen because it ain't a lot of minorities that owns an NFL team.
Yeah.
Unless you're gonna be Magic Johnson and have like your pinky toe in. That's about it.
Right.
But
Your
uh,
Pinky toe.
pinky toe in it.
and that's
Hmm.
about it. But other than that, man, I can see it be a good change for Washington. Um,
Mhm.
they need more, more stuff to do with their team, man. Like their
Mhm.
stadium and the fan base is terrible. Is they don't have that many fans to show up to the game because the stadium's so bad.
Yeah.
Mm.
So
That plays a big role too,
They
man.
need they
Because
need change. They need a lot
if
of
you don't
changes.
right,
and
if you don't compliment your fans, man, and make them feel comfortable, and make them want to come to the game. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not gonna get any business for real. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
You gotta make it
So
to where it's family oriented too, to where family can come and have a good time too at the game.
right. So now they got this going on, and a lot of Washington fans are very happy about it. They are going all in for it. So
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, on that note, let's go ahead and get into our next segment. Hints, are you ready?
yes, I am.
All right. We got not so serious. Hints
Hmm.
today has Buddha Baker.
Booty
What
boy.
happened to Buddha?
Buddha, Buddha.
Hi. Hi.
Well, today we have on the show is Buda Baker. He's asking the Arizona Cardinals for a trade. He don't want to be on the team no more. He don't want to be around the team. He said he deserved to be the highest paid safety in the league. Does he? Does he have to fail work to prove that he deserved to be the highest player safety in the league? I don't think so. I don't think so. But the man said he demand his ducats. He demand the bag. Well, he's leaving the Arizona Cardinals. He's not going to be there anymore. He said, I am tired of being here. I am tired of being the joke. But this is what he had to say to the team. Well,
That's my heart. I'm tired of losing at home. We need to get this together. Come on. Let's go, man. I love y'all boys, man. Let's go, man. Come on. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. I'm tired. Let's go. Our Father, who art in heaven.
whoa, as you can see there, the guy is tired of losing. He's tired of being on the back end of losing. But when you see guys like that don't want to be around a losing organization anymore, they want their Twitter page, they want their Instagram, they remove all team activities. But as I was seeing, as I was, was told by the Washington radio station that Arizona radio station that I run into, that was a friend of the show. This is what they had to say.
Trade him. Oh boy. Trade him. You're not going to win. I mean, this is terrible for the organization. And it's terrible. Your best player, the face of your franchise, the guy that'll run through a wall and win a football game doesn't want to be here? What does that say?
That says he doesn't believe in the direction of the team.
Doesn't believe in the direction of the team.
That he knows he's not going to win here, so he wants out. He wants to go somewhere where he's going to win.
Buda Baker has requested a trade.
He wants to be out of there. He wants to be out of there. He don't want to be a part of the team anymore. He don't want to be a part of the organization anymore. He said, I am done. And where did that leave Kyler Murray? Wondering why nobody wants to be there with him. Wondering why nobody wants to be there on the Cardinals. So with that said, what you got to say to that, Drake? This is your team. What do you got to say?
My
This is
team,
your team.
and I'm going to speak truth because that's all I know. I mean, everybody know me from bashing Kansas City. I'm gonna say this. I get it. Everybody want to be the highest paid, and me and Hens was talking about that before the show. It's about production. Are you the number one safety in the league? Are you number one? Or you know from making plays? How's your interception ratio? How's your coverage? Are you playing more in the box? Are you a game changer? How you been a game changer this year? So all that ties into to what the ownership is probably thinking about right now. Is Buda Baker is one of the best safeties in the league? Yes, he's one of the best safeties in the league. Any team will ever have Buda Baker because he got heart and he is a leader. Should they pay the man? I believe so. If not, you move forward. That's what the draft is for.
Yeah.
So that's my take on
Well,
it.
we have Sam Paris here. He said, when you got to have that speech, it's best you go ahead and leave.
Yeah, I feel him 100%.
Robert Blake, like I said, who cares what you got to say, Drake? Get off my screen. But the thing is a great thing that's out there. It's a great thing that's happening for Buda Baker. He won't got money. So he said, give me my money. I demand it. I want my money now. So with that said, Buda Baker, you deserve what you get. You deserve to be the highest paid safety. But do you really do? We don't know. But you know what I gotta say? You know what I gotta say to that? It's crazy that he feels that way. He shouldn't have to feel that way. He shouldn't have to feel that way. But he does. He does feel that way. So, man, Kyler Murray, I feel for you. I feel for this man's pain on his face. It's so sad. He's looking like I'm about to lose D-Op. I'm about to lose Buda Baker. No one wants to play with me anymore. But it's all right. It's all right. You will be okay. You got the draft coming up. With that said, I will see you guys next week. We don't know who makes my list. Stranger.
You know what I noticed? Nobody panics when things go according to plan, even if the plan is horrifying. I'm not a schemer. I try to show the schemers how pathetic their attempts to control things really are. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are tonight's entertainment.
I was trying to clown. That wasn't me. It was the joke.
Right.
It
The
was.
joke himself. It was the joke
Absolutely.
himself, man. It was the joke himself.
But honestly,
He
I can see if Budabeck was to take a pick and join the Kansas City Chiefs, hypothetically, I think that'd be a good move for Kansas City.
Mhm,
I think what Buda brings to the table because he does play in the box, and you put him 1-on-1, he can't get the job done. But at the same time, sometimes these guys ask for so much behind the scenes that the coach is like, no.
mhm,
If you're not the one, if you don't want to take a pick, because remember he did get his extension a couple years ago, right?
right.
So now he want big money. Look at Henry, right? Henry want big money. They got him on the trade block.
Mhm,
You know what I'm saying? Like I said,
right.
D Hop is up in age right now. You know what I'm saying? Look, a lot of these guys. I think somebody else, but at the same time, it's like we're trying to go younger, right? Either go younger or take a pay cut. Now, if you want to leave, that's fine. So be it. Next man's up. Next man up. So at the same time, I can see both ways though. I can see both sides, man.
So, what we have next for us, man?
All right. Our Dre, let's go ahead and
Let's get to it.
see what you have sticking to the schemes this week.
Sticking to the schemes. Y'all know what
Dre's
time it
top
is.
3 DBs.
Come on, talk heavy. We got Clark Phillips III, DJ Turner, Devin Witherspoon, man. Let's talk about a real segment where we get busy at. You know what I'm saying? We talk about the truth. You know what I'm saying? The truth on the college field. Now, but dig it. So we got this guy here, right? Clark Phillips III, man. Clark Phillips III. Ain't nobody talking about Clark Phillips III. He's not being talked about. He's not being looked at, man. I get that because there's so many schools, especially people keep talking about the SEC, right? They keep talking about the SEC and what great people they have and all this other nonsense, blase, blase, blase. All right. But let's break it down real quick about Clark Phillips, guys. Clark Phillips season grades at 85.6. This is a defensive grade. 85.6, right? His coverage grades at 86.3. Remember, my guy's only 5'10". You could put that man as a safety. If you want to be dynamic, put him as safety. You could put him as slot.
Mhm,
It doesn't even matter because the man can get it done. You can count on him to get it done. You know what I'm saying? Because he's going to cover. It kind of reminds me of Tyrann Mathieu.
Okay.
It kind of reminds me of Tyrann Mathieu. He can play the slot, play on the outside, and he's physical. Okay.
Right.
What more do you want from that guy? Remember, he's 5'10", man. Great instincts.
Mhm,
Great instincts. I could put that man 1-on-1. If I'm playing zero blitz, zero coverage, this is the guy you want right here. You have
right.
to worry about shading him over. Nah, you put him on the tight end. You know what I'm
Mhm,
saying? Put him in the slot. Put him on your slot receiver. He'll get it done. Maybe put him on a Z. Maybe put him on an X.
mhm,
I got faith in that guy. No safety help. It's my guy here, right? Let's go to my
mhm.
boy DJ Turner, DJ Burner. I'm gonna call my boy DJ Burner, right? My man runs a 4.2, 4.3, fast, great instincts, man. Great instincts, man. He plays physical. He plays with heart. He can get the job done too. Again, you can put him in the slot. You
Mhm.
can put him in the slot. Put him in the slot. He got good height on him in the physical. And the thing is, guys, it's a passion. It's passion for the game.
Right.
It's passion for the game, man. These guys play with so much passion, man. That's what I love about them, man. You know what I'm saying? Play with so much heart. Remember, speed kills, though. You gotta have speed. You gotta have makeup speed. Gotta have makeup speed, man. You know. So again, that's my guy. I love his speed, man. I love his tenacity. I like what he brings to the table. Because
Mhm.
nowadays you're gonna need that type of speed nowadays, right? Right?
Yeah.
Let's go to my guy real quick, guys. Devin Witherspoon, my number one guy. My number one guy.
Mhm.
You know why he's my number one guy? A QB or in college. Throwing against him, QBs 25.5. 25.5. 25.5, which means you're not getting nothing off on that guy. You're getting nothing off. Nothing. Nothing. That means the ball don't even throw the ball over there. Don't throw the
Mhm.
ball over there. It's a done deal. Right?
Mhm.
Gave up 0 TDs. 0 TDs and 3 interceptions, right? Let's throw it out there though. His coverage grade 92.5. 92.5. And he's not going number one. He's not going number one. 92.5 coverage grade.
What's the competition he was going up against though?
Man's Illinois. I mean, you know, I think it was the ACC, I believe. I think it was ACC.
Mhm.
Right. But the thing is, you're not throwing the ball to his side.
Right.
That side means locked down. He come at me of Sauce Gardner from Cincinnati, right? Remember they asked the same question, right? Well, what conference was he in? Okay, no
I think
touchdowns, right?
I think he's better than Sauce Gardner because the way he comes up on the ball and tackling wise and covers I give to Sauce Gardner, but tackling wise, physical, I get at the Witherspoon.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Witherspoon is boy. I seen him put some hits on some people. I was like, oh man,
There
is
you
he a
go.
corner? That's a
It's
corner.
That's a corner, bro. That's a corner blasting
So I
guys
said,
like that, bro.
mm,
It's a corner blasting guy like that. I think D. I think Sam put some on there. D. Um,
mm,
let me see. My man Sam say Ohio, Alabama, and LSU got the best DBs, right? I said, Sam, I would disagree with you, sir, because that's not the case, sir. Because remember,
mhm.
we got to dig deeper into this draft, sir. Now, all these guys from Ohio, and Alabama, LSU, give me a couple of your good corners from LSU. All right, Patrick Peterson, okay, Derek Stingley, Tyrann Mathieu for a DB. Like, give me somebody else, okay. Look at Ohio. I can remember a corner came from Ohio. Alabama. Give me a significant guy from Alabama that you know, like wow, like he wow some guys. You don't see it. You see all this type of talent come from the lower school like ACCs and stuff like that, man. Like Big
Mhm.
12s and stuff like that, you know. But are they playing a good system? These guys that come out playing corner plays in a good system. They plays in a great system to where you know everything revolves around a defensive line.
Right.
You know, because if you look at it like that, if your defensive line is good, of course the cornerback is going to be good because what happened? Hence, less work. You're
Mhm.
doing less work. You can just sit there and whoop, pressure's on the quarterback, ball's going in the air. I ain't got to cover so long, right? I'm not covering. These guys right here doesn't have that. This guy right
Mhm.
here, like my job is to lock these guys down because I know my pass rush is not getting there. So if you look at these corners right now, they legit. Now trust me, these are my top three. You know what I'm saying? It's five other corners out here I could have put on this list. You
Mhm.
know, but I'm saying is this: these are guys legitimate, unspoken for. A lot of these guys on this list, people ain't talking about right now.
Okay.
You know,
Hey, I think you got some good top five, maybe your top three list. But my favorite one on here, I could say, you know what I mean, Weatherspoon, but I like DJ. I like DJ too. DJ, you know what I mean, he's fast, he's physical, but he can work on his footwork though. But other than that, you know what I mean, he's you know what I mean, he's some dogs right here. These some
it's some
dogs that you
dogs.
got. You know what I mean? I could see Weatherspoon going on first, but I could see Clark and Phillips. I could see Clark and DJ Turner. I could see them going to second. High
Yeah,
seconds, or I can see DJ going to like the mid seconds, second round. But
you said mid second.
yeah, mid second.
I can say that too. He said Michael Fitzpatrick. Now Michael Fitzpatrick to me, shout out to Sam Purse again. Michael Fitzpatrick is good. Now, let me ask you, BowTie. Is Michael Fitzpatrick is he one of the best safeties in the league?
I say so.
You think so?
Yeah,
Yeah, I can
I
agree
say
with that
so.
because he is about top five. I think I believe he's in the top five. Now he's a
Right.
guy to where we say I love Buda Baker. That's my guy. I love Buda. But on if you watch how this man play, like Michael Fitzpatrick is phenomenal, man. Like he competes, like he can cover the board.
Mm-hmm.
He can cover the board. You know, Michael Fitzpatrick is that guy, and I do like Michael Fitzpatrick. You know what I'm saying? Now,
Mm-hmm.
brought to my attention, he said Mark Berrien, right? You know, you know who Mark Berrien is, Hinch. You know
Yep.
who this guy is? Who is this guy, sir?
To me. I'm sorry.
Mark Berrien, right? Linebacker, right? He's a linebacker, right? I get that, but Sam, we talking about DBs, sir. We
Mm-hmm.
talking about DBs, my good sir. But I do like Michael
So,
Fitzpatrick. I do like Michael Fitzpatrick. I do. I do.
okay,
See
so
those.
we
See
want to
those
thank
are.
you for your top list, man. It's a dope top list. You know, I mean, your top three. It's a great list, man. Everybody, you know, I think DJ Weatherspoon, and Phillips can be some game changers for some NFL teams out there. So,
Mm-hmm.
hey,
He most definitely.
we gotta see what Dre gonna have for you next week. Stay tuned. He got all the
Mm-hmm.
draft needs, the draft talk, man. He have everything for you, man. Like you gotta stay tuned, man. He be having some dope people that he had me down here watching highlights. I was like, dang. I
Mm-hmm.
didn't know who this person was, but he brought it to my attention. So, what's going to be your unique key focus next week for
My
everybody
key
can know?
focus next week is gonna be more on the lineman. We gonna do offensive line. I'm gonna get you my top two and top two on both sides, offense and defensive lineman
Okay,
next week.
so watch out for him next week, man. With that
That's
said,
right.
let's go. That was Dre sticking to the schemes. Top three cornerbacks in the league. In
Sticking
a
to it.
NFL draft that's coming up, man. So, what you got next for us, D?
All right, for the next segment, let's go ahead and get into Bro You Wildin'.
Let's get into it.
Did I do that? Did I do that? Did I do that?
Yes, he
Did I
did.
do that? Did I do that?
All right, today we have Perion Winfrey. What did
Mhm.
Perion do? And before we start this, I just have to say, like, I'm really tired of the the NFL players, NBA players, just all of them, just cutting up, just nonsense. I just I don't understand. And like I said last week, I really think there needs to be when they hire these guys or when they draft them, they really need to go through some kind of course or
Mhm.
something to tell to kind of tell them or guide them on how to conduct themselves than being in the public eye like so well now. So I'll be
Mhm.
reading from fox8.com. Harris County, Texas. A Cleveland Browns player was arrested Tuesday for allegedly assaulting a woman in Texas, according to court documents. Defense tackle Perion Winfrey arrest took place Tuesday evening after he grabbed a woman, whom what the court said he had a dating relationship, reportedly causing her bodily injury. The charge is listed as a misdemeanor for assault family member. Winfrey was released on a $1,000 personal bond, court documents stated. Winfrey, who is 22, has been with the Browns since last year, selected by the team in the fourth round of the 2022 NFL Draft. A Brown spokesperson says the team is aware of the situation and is gathering more details. No further information has been released at this time. So, there is another article, but I can't look at that one. But it does kind of break it down a little more in detail. I believe it's from the Cleveland.com. But this isn't it's along with Perion, there's another player who's also in trouble currently from the Browns for SA, which is, assault. And I mean, it's not uncommon. This is kind of becoming like a dead discussion because it happens so much. It's really unfortunate that it keeps happening, especially with these young guys. It's mainly, you know, amongst the NFL, the NBA, across the board in sports. It's younger guys that are really acting like this. And I think that that can be a clue or, like a smoke signal that these younger guys really, really need direction once they get into this limelight that they're in. And it's really unfortunate that these are the stories that precede them instead of
Mhm.
their actual job or their actual work, it's assault or getting in trouble, misdemeanor charges. So, how do you guys feel about it?
I feel like, man, I
Yeah.
feel like it's crazy that it's kept. Like I said last time, man, it's we got to get these boys counseling because they get all this money and it's like they young and they in their 20s, 21, 22, and they just becoming millionaires like right off the bat, right out of college. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And some of these boys ain't never had money before, and some of that money like gets power in people's head. You know, think they higher than everybody else. But also, you gotta. If I could talk to all these younger guys, like vent who you date. I mean, actually
Yeah.
do an FBI background check on their families, everybody who you date, because you know what I mean.
Carfax.
You don't know. Yeah, like Drake said, the Carfax man, do the Carfax check on them because you don't know who you dating, and also go. It's okay to go get some counseling or go get some help if you ain't feeling like okay. You know what I mean. I'm not feeling right in the head right about now. No, I feel like I'm gonna say this: learn how to speak to women, learn how to talk to women, and learn how to be a better man. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? But
Yeah.
with that said, man, with all this money that's getting thrown in these boys' lap, and they got all these responsibility. They got to go back and take care of grandma, auntie, uncle,
Mm-hmm.
brother, sister, the church, and everything else. They got to get money to. So I'm just saying, like, that's a lot to be on these young people's plate, man. You know what I mean? Like, what do you say, December? What
They
Sam
gotta
said?
learn. Sam Paris said they gotta learn to walk away from these women when things get heated. Too much money you could lose, so why risk it? Yeah, that's what we've been asking that question for a long time. And what I was and further from what I was saying earlier, reading from the Cleveland.com, in light of Deshaun Watson's, which is another Browns player, off the field issues in regards to serving an 11-game suspension
Lotion
for
boy.
sexual misconduct
Nothing wrong with
involving
that.
massage therapists. I mean,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Hey man, there's nothing wrong with a happy ending.
stop it,
Oh,
Dre.
see.
Nah,
I
all jokes
mean, it's
aside, man.
not. It's
But
not.
if I
I get what
pay
you're
for
saying,
it,
but
right? If I pay
but
for it, I mean, it's your choice to say yay or nay.
Mm-hmm.
Come on,
but
let's
what?
be a
But
buck.
like what Sam was saying, you can even from what he was saying, not even just girlfriends, just moving around in public, moving around people, personal life, whatever. You
Hmm.
know
Mm-hmm.
that now that you are, in the NFL, you
Right.
have to be careful of everything you do. Like just a
Mm-hmm.
little
Most
common
def.
sense can go a long way in a lot of these cases.
Most def.
You know that you know that you have money. Like let's just call it what it is. You know that you have money. People are going to flock to you,
Mm-hmm.
be it good or bad. They will
Yeah.
do anything to get a piece of that pie.
Yep.
So, and I'm no means am I excusing what they did because if they did allegedly,
Okay.
um, but also they need to know that these situations that may have happened previously and nothing happened, it's not going to be the same now that you're an NFL player. That
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
person is going to come after you. Like the least you can thump somebody the wrong way and they can sue you.
I'm
So
trying to tell you.
She's asking anybody to be rude.
so it's just, I don't know. I really believe there needs to be some, and I know I can't be the only person that's said something like this or thought this, or
Mm-hmm.
even amongst the NFL and the NBA and everything, all the higher ups in that, all the managers, someone has to have a clue that, hey, they're young, they're coming out of college. Let's just assume
Mm-hmm.
they've been kind of wilding out. They need a good sit down discussion and some coaching, a therapist or someone, a mental coach or something to, remind them and tell them, when they're about to go somewhere or who they're dating. Someone there in their ear to tell them, be careful,
You
be
got all this
careful what
money.
you do. Yeah,
You got this money, you can mess it all up in one little move, or one.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And then maybe they should set up a thing like, hey, the girls got to go through the team to even get to the player to try to date them. because you never know
Yeah.
who you date. They be
Or,
like,
you know, I could even be jumping the gun. It might be someone. I know these guys have
mm,
lawyers. They have everything
mm,
around and they have all the
mm,
resources right there. So
right.
it could just be them being idiots. I mean,
Yeah.
I know we've all had friends, family, whomever, just
Mm.
stuck on stupid. So it could
If
be
I
that too.
if I got the bag, act like a punk. So basically, if she coming at me, I just walk off. I just walk off. I'm
What?
not risking my millions of
What was
dollars.
that?
I ain't risking my millions of
Say
dollars. I
what?
If
just
you
walk off.
had said it again,
What you say?
what was
I
that?
said I would act like a punk. I'll leave. I ain't risking my bag for nobody. No way.
Act like a punk. I don't even think it's act like a punk. I think it's just don't even put yourself in that situation.
Walk
Sam
away.
Paris said they have that where teams bring in players, girlfriends, and wives and make them sign things now, but that's not all teams. NDAs, yeah. Uh yeah.
Like my boy Dream say,
Yeah.
here's my NDA.
Yeah.
I bet Dream is
I mean,
selfish
I
too.
like that. Even that. I don't. You can't, Sam. You cannot. It's almost like you're completely putting the blame on the friends, the girlfriends, the wives. These men,
Mm,
like these guys, like at the end of the day, at the end of the conversation, they did the act. They did the assault. They did. It's gonna fall on them. So, regardless of what whoever signs, whatever is signed, it doesn't matter. These guys are still being boneheads. Like that's just what it
Yeah.
is. Sorry if that's harsh, but I mean I get what you're saying, but that's still not going to take
mhm,
away from the fact that they're not thinking straight. They're just
mhm.
acting on emotion. Control your emotions.
And walk
Think
away
about
and
what's
be
at stake.
a punk.
And all
Yes,
that
you're right,
money,
man.
why do you even have time to be arguing with anybody? Like,
Mhm.
And, right, and it's okay not to be,
Yeah.
constant. Times you got to be argue about everything all the time.
Controversy. Yeah.
You
Absolutely.
got to walk away, man. You know what I mean? Just
I
yeah.
tell you.
learn to be quiet. You know what I mean? Then look at the
Mhm.
situation. But sometimes you got to look at them and
You
say,
graduated either the lowest or almost the lowest in your class. Don't ever use the word smart with me. Don't
because
ever use that word.
they ain't been smart. They ain't
Nah,
very been. They
man.
not been smart. They not. They
Depends
walk into.
if it's a skillet upside my head, and then we can talk business. Then let you throw a cast iron skillet inside of my head. Then it's a different conversation. It's a different conversation. But
Hey, hey,
just walk off. Just walk
but
off, man.
where did you get? Where did you get that she gets that close to you in your house that you didn't realize event her to even know who she is? You know what I mean?
Right.
Some days everybody
Because they're not, they're just, they have so many women falling at their feet that
mm, right.
they're just not even doing that. They're just not thinking with their big head, if that makes
And
sense.
as soon as she
It
hit,
does.
so as soon as they get hit, you all know what they say.
It's all part of the plan.
Yes. He's speaking truth.
It's all part of the
Nah, but
plan.
honestly, as black men, we must walk off. We must let that go because soon any little niglet, any little thing, man, they're gonna blow it up. They're gonna make them fall.
Yeah.
It's gonna fall back on us. So honestly, just walk off. Just leave it alone.
Yeah.
And like what Hen just said, man. Check the Carfax. Check the facts, the background check on these women, the people you dating. Leave it alone. Honestly, just be single and use Vaso.
Okay. So with that said, we're gonna
What
see
that
who
said, that's
has,
all I have.
with that said, we're gonna see what December have next for us, guys.
Did I do that? Did I do that? Did I do that? Did I do that?
That was December's Did I Do Bro Are You Wildin'
Yeah.
segment.
Because they always are. They always are. I don't know. Like, so every time, like,
Facts.
I'm just over these stories about these players just being idiots.
Yeah.
I'm just really
So
over it.
yeah. It was a nice show. We want to thank everybody for watching, man.
Yeah.
Like we said, where's the last thing he said here, D, when we walk off the show?
Sam Paris said, right, but teams offer counseling for these people, but you're right, them men know better, especially when you're rich. Yeah, just like I
When
said, a
you
little
rich,
common
different ball
sense, a
game.
little emotional control can take you a
Mm,
long way.
And a handful of Vaso.
That too.
That's right.
Mhm.
Come on with it,
But shout
man.
out
You
to
see
Sam
me through.
Paris for commenting and
Big ups to
interacting.
Sam,
Thank
man.
you so much for
Mhm.
that. That is appreciated. Please come back next week.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, man. Like he said, man. When you got to just learn to walk away, man. If you
Got
ain't
to.
walking away from situations and you just sitting there and just just being a fool what my grandma used to say, being the fool of that moment, man. You can't be the fool of that moment. You just gotta walk away, man.
A fool of
You
the
gotta
moment.
you gotta walk away, man. So with that
Mhm.
said, if you missed it, we're gonna drop it while we leave. We're gonna drop the December video once again. So with that said, man, thank you guys for watching. And here you go again.
Hand on the game, we are not playing the same. No, we not looking to change. Hand on the wheel, they think we lacking the drive. Boy, you should stay in your lane. Foot on the gas, I do not care if I crash. As long as I stick to the plan. What is the plan? I cannot lie for none of you. Long as I know who I am, I'm in control. God got his hand on my soul. And if I land any. Oh yeah, whoa. Look, they can never keep me down, I'm going. And if I ever fail, just know I'll go.
Motivation.
Never quit, cause I know that every loss may lead to another win. I'm going up. I bet when I land, they gon' tell me it's lucky. Can't see that I'm winning, it's harder to watch. I'm setting the stage, you should give me my props. You ain't got a soul, you lacking the spirit. You talk out your neck, I'ma show you I'm with it. I would really hate for you to sit and watch me win again and win again and win again. I know it's probably getting on me and when I'm sitting there. If I ever win again, it's nobody did the minimum. I didn't have to sell my soul. Oh, yeah. Please don't play no games with me. It was never about the fame to me. They needed the best, so they came to me. Who the best in this thing? Tell them, yeah, that's me. Tell them, who bring the fire? Say, yeah, that's me. Who make it flip, make it bang? Ooh, yeah, that's me. Who make the party feel alive? Tell them, yeah, that's me. Whoa. Yeah, ooh, yeah, that's me. Who that chillin' at the top? Tell them, yeah, that's me. Yeah, yeah. Tell them, yeah, that's me. Yeah, I'm chillin' at the top. Ooh, yeah, that's me.
Walking the Stairmasters. 1 minute, 30 minutes.